Well, Tommy's drunk.
Far from it.
No, we just got done with a Patreon. Shout out to Lisa.
Yeah, sorry, Lisa.
I don't know. I'm not sorry. We had a great time.
No, they both hit me up on social. I don't know. We got kicked out of the Zoom.
What are you talking about? I hit them up on social too.
Yeah.
I said we got disconnected, but it's okay because it was time to say goodnight anyway.
Okay. Well, I didn't respond. So I'm sorry I didn't respond.
That's why you're apologizing.
Yeah.
Typical man. Just trying to ghost.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get back to you, but we had to knock out the pod, and it was definitely great talking. It was definitely great talking with you gals.
Well, that's the difference between men and women. We handle shit. Welcome, you diabolical dirties. I am in a bad mood because I look like shit. I looked in the mirror. I look really gaunt and weird, and I have no makeup on, and I definitely don't know what's going on with my skin. I have problems. This is not good.
I think you look great, kid.
You're very sweet.
I don't think you look any different than you normally look.
Thank you. Something's happening that I can see, and I need to fix it. I think it's just dry skin.
Sounds like you need to chill the fuck out.
Well, you had a lot of Peak 7 vodka today.
No, I didn't. I'm fine.
Well, I saw how much was in the bottle before he started pouring it.
I only drank maybe a glass. I'm fine.
Hey, listen, it's Saturday night. You're drinking in the responsible privacy of your own home. I love it when you drink. I think you're a great drunk, unlike me. You're cute. You know, you get out of control, but in a cute way.
Yeah. No, I'm the life of the party when I'm drunk, but I'm
No.
not drunk.
No, like you are two hands full. You're a handful. A handful is an understatement.
Yeah.
You are out of control, but it's still sweet.
I'm awesome.
Yeah. And when the last time that I gave an example to somebody who asked, what is Tommy like when he drinks, when he's drunk? I was like, he put sparklers in his ass and set them,
Yeah.
lit them up and
that was very
launch some missiles.
That was very patriotic.
Into the sky.
That was very patriotic.
From his butt cheeks.
It was 4th of July.
Shamps, if you're hearing this, both of you, senior and junior, earmuffs.
I don't know. I thought it was, like I said, it was very patriotic.
Very patriotic.
Yeah.
What does that say about America? That you have to
kick
do
ass.
it from the ass?
We kick ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, this week was eventful because my mom and I did a cook and kibitz. We were on Jeff Lewis Live twice, once with Lala and then last Friday. And then you and I had a little more quality time than usual. I feel like I got to shout out Mary Beth. She's one of our dirties. She mentioned to me that the Facebook group that talks about me or Jeff or whatever, she's like, you really get raked over the coals on Facebook.
Oh, good.
And I was like, yeah, I heard because my husband tells me all the time that like they hate me on Facebook or something.
I don't know about telling that.
I thought that you've always said that.
Well, I know I find Facebook, well, Twitter's the worst. Twitter's really a cesspool.
Just let's not talk about Twitter because you've already talked about Twitter. I want to hear about Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, you're not, I'm not on Facebook as much anymore though, so I can't really
speak to it.
I can't really speak to it, quite frankly.
I
mean, I still post on there every day for the Till the Dirt, but I don't really engage as much. It's tough to engage, man, on like to post and engage. It's tough, man.
Well, I think if you have to do one or the other. You can't do both because that's going to be too time consuming. We recorded this pod on a Saturday night. I have just made myself one of my guilty pleasures, which is a hot cocoa and one of those cups that keeps everything hot if it's hot.
Yes.
Or colder for longer if it's a cold. This is a hot cocoa. I feel grateful and thankful that I'm hanging out with you. I have nowhere to go because thank God, like I was listening to our girl Hannah Berner, which shout out Hannah Berner. You and Desi Bishop are soon to come up on 1 year of marriage.
That's right. Around this time last year, we were in New York for their wedding. That's
yes.
Right. And our first show.
And our first
shows.
live.
Yeah, live
Till
shows.
the Dirt.
That was cool, man. That was cool.
And so I heard somebody say when you make plans or when people ask you for plans, you have to pretend that the event is tonight. And if you don't want to go tonight, then you're not going to want to go when the date comes up. I've
never heard that, but that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. I'd probably have to think on it a little bit.
Yeah, and I heard Courtney Cox talk about it too.
You really got to be fired up to go tonight if it just fell into your lap. That's not a lot of things for me. You know what I mean? It'd be like concert tickets, tickets to something. That would be the only thing that would make me, tonight, let's go, let's roll.
You're a tough example for this, but name something that you want. I feel like the guy from Family Feud. Name something that women do to their husbands. Anyway. Okay. Name something that you would get invited to.
A party, like a wedding, a birthday party.
That's a special occasion, though. You're always gonna want to go, right?
No.
Really?
Depends on whose wedding. It's not like I'm not always like, wedding, yeah, let's rock. No, I don't know if we talked about that. We would crash weddings. They were in our neighborhood, Russo's on the Bay. I worked there, and I would go. With Vinny, we'd crash a wedding, and it was a great time. It's a great time.
So
that's a different life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go with my wife to more weddings. Ooh, let's go! It's springtime, baby. It's gonna be more weddings. Let's go.
So, what's your objective for the wedding? Would it be to dance with the bride? Would it be just to eat well? Would it be to bring someone home?
Russo's on the Bay was they have. Till this day, they have the best food of any catering hall to me in New York City. And we had worked there, so I knew, you knew a few people there. You knew the food, too, more importantly. But that was the objective. But we would go, on one of them, there's, the cameras that they give you that were on the table.
Yes.
So we took one, and I'm in all the pictures with the father of the bride. I got him in headlocks. I'm giving him noogies.
Oh, wow.
I don't even remember how that went down though that night.
Yeah,
I was.
That's exactly how you are when you're drunk.
Yeah,
2 fucking hands full.
Yeah,
that's what you are.
Yeah. It's a good time though. It was a good time.
And I'm sure if the father of the bride wanted to get out of that headlock, there was no shot.
No way, man. No way. But he had a blast. I'm pretty sure that night. So yeah, and that in a past life, sure. Let's go to do some weddings. But
so it was always food.
Always food.
Okay. Just a good time. Looking for a good time.
Yeah, and close.
Close to home. Didn't have to go into the city.
Yeah, we could walk.
Yeah.
We could walk home.
You really could.
We could get bombed. We did.
Yeah.
Get bombed.
Yeah.
And, eat like a pig and then walk home.
Well, I love to walk.
In a suit. You know what I mean? Or in a tux.
Well, you're a couple blocks away.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, not to mention that when we're with the McGuires in Queens, we do enjoy walking.
Yeah,
especially because we're going to be doing a lot of eating.
That neighborhood is conducive for it. It's safe. The blocks are kind of like a grid. There's no real hills, so it's a good walk. It's a good walk.
Yeah, it's a flat. Plus, you're eating a lot, so you need to walk it off.
For sure.
And the weather is nice and clean.
And we are bombed.
Well, I'm saying when I go to Queens, I'm not saying on a Tuesday night walking home from Russo's on the Bay crashing a wedding.
No,
I was not. I don't know. I will never crash a wedding.
You haven't lived, lady. You never crashed a wedding?
No.
You never crashed a wedding with me?
Would I if you asked me to? That's a different question.
But you couldn't. Someone would notice you. Someone would spot you. Listen, if it was the smaller the wedding, the better shot we would have. But if there was an idea...
don't you mean the bigger the wedding?
No. I don't, because someone would spot you. I think if you could get by, like let's say there was 30 people, and none of those 30 knew who you are, you'd be fine. You'd have a good time all night. You know what I mean? But if you were there, and it was 100 people the whole night, you're going to be waiting for someone to recognize you.
You're saying numbers, odds. I gotcha.
Yeah. And you wouldn't be able to let your hair down because someone would spot you.
Because it's not my idea of a good time.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to go crash a wedding.
You're a loser.
But what am I going for? What's my objective?
To have a blast. It's a fucking good time.
Wait a minute.
Open bar.
You said food.
Yeah, you stuff your face, open bar, you drink. I mean, you dance.
I could
you
go
get a little crazy with anybody there. It's a good time.
But see, I could eat without needing to crash a wedding.
But all right, yeah, I could do a lot of things without having to do a lot of things.
So
but
I'm saying, give me my motivation.
The juice is worth the squeeze for me on that.
All right, so
I'd rather do that than,
For me, it would have to be more of a dare, like dance with the groom or make out with the best man. Or
you are married, so let's take it down a notch.
You're going back in time. I'm saying, what's in it for me?
I said if we did, you wouldn't
if
crash a wedding with me.
In modern day.
Yes, modern day, right now. Like if we were somewhere on a vacation in a hotel per se. Well, again, you're going to be spotted. So
listen.
So it's tough
if we
for
were
you.
if we were in some place.
Well, like Layla would do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying like if we were in a place like that, I would say, okay.
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
If I
did an open bar, all right, I'll do it. I'll get some drinks.
If I crash this wedding with you, I want to pretend that I'm somebody else.
Okay.
Like
we're married to other people.
I want to go into full I want to go into full character.
Oh, okay.
And you and I are going to be like Harriet and Marty.
Okay.
You know, like
you do have to go into character. I don't remember what ours were.
We're from
but we definitely were not our
Maine,
regular names.
Augusta or somewhere.
Yeah.
We are in the textile business.
Oh.
You know, like something.
Importer, exporter?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then that would be fun because we'd have to have like a little preparation.
Yes.
And we'd have to dress in clothes that we don't own, that we'd have to like some kind of like different persona. Like the wardrobe has to match this different person.
Ronald McDonald, maybe? We dress like clowns. We come there and make like we're terrible like being clowns though. We can't make the balloons or anything. We just blow up a balloon and here you go. Here you go.
I was like thinking about like just like going to a different dress department, like a different style.
No, big clown noses, the big shoes.
That's really discreet to me.
Yeah, they would never notice us, I don't think.
Yeah. So anyway, I was trying to ask you what's in it for me. I'm saying like what would be in it for me. It wouldn't be for the food. It would be for the thrill
absolutely
of being in a character,
listen,
role playing with my husband,
Listen.
and meeting people. And when you interact with people, you've got to have a game.
Yeah, when you're asking me about the food, it wasn't strictly because I'm a fat ass that we were like, we want to go eat.
Kind of sounds like it.
No, it was because of all the things you just said, that it's a good time. You're going to have fun. No one's going to, even if they spot you, what are they going to tell you to do? Get out of here, unless you're making a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, a couple of
and
them
who cares
scenes.
if they do?
Yeah, we ruined someone's day.
No, I mean, what? Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Bye, leave.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
good night. Sorry. Good night. Who cares?
Sorry.
Like
bucket list.
Yeah. I mean, if you got kicked out of a wedding that you crashed, are you going to go home heartbroken? No. You're going to be like, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's just as fun getting kicked out.
Catch him next week.
So speaking of fat, what are you saying? Like, you're not a fat ass.
No, it wasn't. It was to have fun. It wasn't to like just stuff our face exclusively. We did, but that wasn't the primary reason that we would do it. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was just overall fun.
It would still be a good time.
Did you ever hook up with somebody that was at the wedding?
But that was never the objective.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was never.
Did you ever get into a fight at a wedding that you crashed?
No.
Okay.
No.
So nothing bad became of it.
No, it's everybody's looking to have a great time, man. You know, and you
Did
can do
anybody ever
whatever
question-
the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Like you really could do whatever the fuck you want. You don't know anybody. For the most, like
You were for sure talked about. Who's that guy?
100%. Again, when one of the cameras, it's just me. And I used to do it with my buddy Vinny. So it's Vinny stuffing his face and the father of the wine. I got cake on his head. I'm rubbing it like, yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. It was a good time.
All right. So this week, one of the things that I noticed was that someone posted a picture of me. I think it was like Jeff or one of those. We were together, like just right before we go on the show.
Oh.
And all these comments under the picture were like, just out with it. Say you're on Ozempic.
Yeah.
Okay. Or similar to when I was pregnant and there was this one girl
There's no baby.
who kept on saying that I'm faking my pregnancy.
No baby.
Yeah.
It's a mythical baby.
So I just wanted to say there's this plastic surgeon who talks about Ozempic when what the drug does is it delays you going to the bathroom, so it keeps the food in your stomach
Well, you're full
longer.
of shit, so maybe you are on Ozempic.
Yeah, you're
full of shit, so maybe you are on Ozempic. You just are so lucky to have.
I know, I am. So lucky if I get through this story. So
Tell me about it.
keeps your body, it keeps the food in your body and your stomach longer. So it keeps you full longer. So you don't feel like eating. And therefore you lose weight.
Sounds like magic.
In order for that to happen, it has to manipulate your blood sugar and your like liver function. And I mean, just to delay eating. So if this doctor is explaining to people that the drug itself is not creating a function in your body to help you lose weight, it's just making you not eat. So anything that makes you not eat is the same thing as Ozempic, except Ozempic and all these semaglutide and all these other ones are meant for diabetics, right? And long-term effects are unknown, right? Side effects. So I thought, you know what? Not worth it. Because anybody who cares about longevity is going to think to be temporarily skinny and then know that you're going to gain it back and then invite a host of other unknown medical problems, not worth it. Lastly, I started losing weight in July, so I'll be coming up on my 1 year of discovering F45 this July, okay? And I just want to know why people think that, or maybe it's just funny that people think that because you lose weight during a trend, then I couldn't have possibly done it the right way. You know what I mean?
Some people are just miserable.
Some people just are like that.
Yeah. It's just always going to be the way it is. This, you're going to have half the people are going to say, wow, you look great. And the other half are like, oh, you did something. So
Yeah.
you live in the public eye. It's nature. It's par for the course.
Okay.
And there's also going to be 1,000 people telling you how great you look and 30 people telling you that you're using Ozempic. And that for whatever reason, I don't know what the science is.
Those are like the
behind it.
same people that were calling me a fat
But
cow.
it doesn't matter. Those are the ones that stand out to you. Those are the ones that really stick in your claw. And a lot of them, that's why they're doing it. I have a friend of mine that has told me that, like, you know, when he would get into fights with his wife or, you know, shit, he would go on social media and start fires. Just start, you know, like vent there. And it would make him feel better. And, you know,
instead of because he was having an argument with his wife.
Yeah, like, you know, when he needed to get some shit off his chest, he would just go on social media and start fires everywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
that sucks.
I agree. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I agree. I think it's stupid and childish. But again, it makes him feel like for him it works.
So the
And
moral of the story is you've got to be really open to how fucked up people can be.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on out there. You don't know what
Yeah.
shit they're going on in their head, what's going on with them. You
Yeah.
know? So, and if you live in the public eye, you got to take the good with the bad,
We got a lot of really good feedback.
I mean, we had a phone call tonight with a fan that we would never meet in Pittsburgh. That lady talking about how much she loves us.
Okay, guys, that was a Patreon VIP member. So just wanted to like get it out there.
But
that's how that happened.
But that, we're very fortunate. We're very blessed to have that. You know what I mean? And part of the trade-off is that, you can have some nuts that can, or people that are going to hate on you and say that no matter what you do, it's Ozempic,
Yeah. We got a lot of good feedback. Sorry. A lot of people were excited about Layla being on last week, specifically because these are all the things that people told me were, she's so real. She's so fun. She was talking about, how difficult it is to have divorce or, just going through a breakup when your family falls apart. And I always want to remind people she's fucking good time. She's fun.
She's real easygoing. She can take a joke.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Layla's good peeps.
Yeah.
Layla's good to have around.
So that was really, really fun. And a couple of the things that, Tommy, you were hinting around was that hopefully it's okay that we're saying it since you're going to say it.
It's definitely okay.
All right. So our new second show that is separate from Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ is, it's called Reality Wife, Happy Life.
Yes.
We recorded our first episode. It may or may not come out because it's a very VPR driven episode, particularly because of what happened in last week's episode of VPR. So, I just wanted to say, like, it's like, for me, this is exciting because it's just connecting more. Because when you were talking about talking to Melissa, no, I'm sorry, correct me. When you were talking about like connecting with Lisa, and I talked to, the people that we talk to on this level, when you're creating these connections and this content and all of the stuff that we're doing for the pod and Patreon and everything, it's all about these relationships just becoming the friends. Like, these are like besties, like friends in our head. It's friends in reality. I mean, everything is just coming into this like building of the community. So that's why I like it.
The broad Lisa knew that it was our wedding anniversary and our son's birthday this month. And it wasn't like on some, oh my God, she's a nut type of level. It was that she generally has an interest in our life and in our progress. And, our success makes her happy. And you have people out there rooting for you like that. I think that's why good things befall us. So I think that we're very fortunate to have the people out there where we do that, all our dirties, so to speak. I'm grateful for every last one of you, and I'm extremely grateful for Lisa. She's awesome.
So does that mean, okay, so extremely stressed out about the fact that we haven't planned anything for our anniversary?
No, we haven't. Nope.
Well, Shams's birthday is going to be a small get-together with just Shams's friends and a few of our family that have kids our age. Right, Tommy?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So for the menu, I think I'm going to make a salad, which is going to be like a Greek salad, Mediterranean, chop the cucumbers, the tomatoes, the onions, the cilantro, the mint, a little lemon juice, salt, pepper.
Get it, girl.
You're gonna want to get the chicken wings from Wingstop, right, Tommy?
Maybe, yeah, sure.
And then we can do some like wraps. Can you grill some beef? Kind of like Persian kebab, but you grill it.
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll get the kids pizza. And we will maybe some dino nuggets and stuff. We'll serve it in the kitchen. And then we'll have the party primarily outside. Now, we're not going to have any fire trucks this year, right? I mean, you haven't even spoken to Paco.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You don't have to tell people a month in advance,
Well, I don't know. Is he into what would you do if he is like not into fire trucks anymore because he's too old?
There's enough kids there that they're into fire trucks.
They were all there last year.
If anything, I'll have them turn the hose on the kids.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Young, grateful little pricks. We're here to entertain you, and you don't care. You're too good. You're too good for this.
Oh my
Hose
goodness.
them down. Hose them down.
Well, I'm so glad that did you notice this week? Did you notice this week that I did a little online shopping?
Yes, I did. I definitely did. You need to scale it back, bro. You need to take it down a notch. You need to take it down a notch.
Are you talking about Amazon? Because that's just regular toiletries and house stuff.
No, I'm talking about Amazon. But I have a feeling there's a tidal wave of ASOS that's about to hit the front door of this house.
There's not a single one.
Oh, okay.
No ASOS.
Okay.
If I were to get some, I would have to buy it. Haven't bought anything ASOS yet.
Oh, yeah.
But there was this like $5 sale on Fashion Nova. And I ended up getting like
same thing.
Size medium.
It's the same thing. Fashion Nova, ASOS, same shit. There's a tidal wave that's about to fucking hit this house.
It already
She's
came.
been up at like 4 a.m, just sitting there scrolling and clicking. Oh, man.
It was good.
Yeah. Great.
I also donated a lot.
Oh, look at you.
I sure did.
Speaking of donations, I actually had a very big development this week. For those out for the Fight Club fans, my buddy, months ago I asked him. My buddy Nick, that I've mentioned on the pod a few times, he was a journalism major, so I reached out to him and asked him to kind of just, if he saw anything, he's good at writing. If he saw anything in New York or whatever, anything grant-wise or something like that could help me out, reach out. Long story short, after my wife connected me, or, Alex Cohn reached out to me, the owner of the Mets.
Spit it out.
My buddy reached out to their foundation, and I think they're going to help us out. I think they're going to help out Fight Club. So we had a nice conversation.
You did not tell the
this
story.
week.
Do you want me to explain it?
Well, you look like you're like someone's going to hit you in the brick and head with a brick telling it to you. He's real engaged. I just had to listen to fucking you talk about nonsense. Nonsense. And it looks like you're literally on pulling teeth talking about giving books to kids.
It's
Sorry.
not the story that's making me
Okay.
feel that way. It's my face.
Oh, yeah.
That's making me feel this way.
Got it.
It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with, I don't know if I need a dermatologist or some oiling blotting sheets or whatever that I need. A fucking facial is what I need.
Oh.
No, your friend Nick Philippou helped you approach the Met Family Foundation.
He reached out to
They connected with you after a year and a half, and it might be a possibility that they are going to help you with Fight Club, correct?
No,
Okay.
not at all, actually. He reached out to them a few months ago when I reached out to him, and it sounded nuts to me. And
Far-fetched.
It just shows, man, you guys out there, I'm telling you, like that manifestation shit and that, affirmations and writing
never
down
know.
goals. That shit works, man. It works. You know what I mean? It works. I'm like...
It's a corny word, but it really
works, man.
It really
Again,
does.
a year ago, if someone told me that I was going to be having conversations with the owners of the Mets and then working with them to help build my children's charity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 6 bridges to sell you. You want to buy? You know what I mean? I'll give you a good deal.
I got beachfront property to sell you off the coast of Mississippi.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that state's landlocked, right?
Sure.
Well, I did read about this person that said
but
that goals have to be really visually
Yes.
like it can't be I want to be rich. It has to be as specific
How?
as I want to win the Olympic gold medal for downhill slalom skiing in Switzerland in the year 2026.
Well, not that extreme, but
and
yeah.
I'm going to be wearing a pink jumpsuit down the
because
hill.
it makes you have more of a laser focus. It makes you put,
Your attention.
yeah, and
Your goal.
My buddy reached out to them, and again, I wasn't I didn't believe that much in it when he did, but then after the connection was made, he called them and said, I had already reached out to you guys months ago. I really should take a look at this, blah blah blah, and they did. And within a few days, I was on the phone with them, and I think they're going to try and help me out, which is awesome, man. That'd be like a dream come true.
It's not just that, but like this week, you came up to me and you were like, "This is happening, that's happening," like 5 things. And Pat Hodson always said, "Tommy's a late bloomer," because we always believe and watch, and like you've busted your ass for blow and drive. You busted your ass since the first day I met you, and some of the things like you've been doing lately, you're seeing the fruits of the success all in like this past 5 days. Not just like that it hasn't been smaller successes along the way, but like it really does make me think that this is my mentor from Sotheby's Realty is Pat Hodson. So shout out to her, even though I don't know.
Are you rivals now? You considered rivals because you went to different places? Would you trip her if you saw her?
She's retired, so
that's right.
So we're good.
Okay. Otherwise, it would be dead. That bitch would be dead.
But she does listen to the pod.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I noticed that it's really it really throws me aback when people like say like, "Hey, Liz," like if Pat Hodson tells me something that she heard from the pod, or even my closest friends like Brandon and Craig and everyone, like it's really nice,
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was just listening to whatever and you were talking about whatever, and I like it. You guys, Tommy was upset that Jax and Brittany's podcast popped off this week.
Well, I wasn't upset that it popped off. I was just stunned at how many comments they had off 2 episodes.
So
we've been doing this shit
competition,
for 2 years. I mean, we had better ratings. We definitely had better ratings, but at the same point in time, they had a lot of reviews, man, in 2 days.
Does that mean that if everybody goes and does a review after our episode today, that means we're gonna have more reviews?
Yeah, but I don't know if they can. I like if you do one, I think that's like
replaces the old one.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. So like you can't just sit in your room and like
listen, if you want to have sex with Layla, I'm sure our episode will pop off because of the scandal of it all.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I guess you just
I'm still not 100% sure she didn't shit in the garage. You know what I mean? I talk a good game, but I'm not like 100% sure.
I am.
Oh, well, you're the one who told me she did. So I don't know who to believe.
Somebody started the rumor.
Yeah, and you kicked it down the road too.
So we finally got sunny weather. Hello. It's like 70 degrees today and sunny and clear and blue.
Yes.
Our buddy Jay said that it's going to be 88 next weekend.
Who's that?
Jay.
Who the fuck's Jay?
Shams' friend from school.
Oh, thanks. I thought it was like a weatherman. You know what I mean? Some guy in school. No, how do you figure that out? He has the weather app like we do?
You guys, speaking of people that matter to us.
Oh, Jay.
One of you guys, I need help on this. One of my friends, clients that I closed a deal on, we closed. One of them went out of town and that they were like busy with like the moving trucks and stuff. So I didn't see them obviously because I would have been a burden and more stressful to them. But
I get that.
Obviously. But now I need to know how to knock it out of the park. I'm going to give myself a nice budget. And I decided I'm going to go into the neighborhood where they live and get a bunch of things that I think that would mean something to them because I really want it to be a memorable gift. And I'm just going to ring the doorbell, leave it on their doorstep, and fuck. I mean, if I don't get them a present that
what
is...
about a flaming bag of poo? You really light the bag
why
of
would
dog shit?
Why would I do that?
That'd be memorable and something you can leave on their stoop. It accomplished 2 of your goals. 2 of your goals, and you just said it accomplished.
I don't want to leave it on there. I'm just saying I want it to be memorable.
They've never forget.
And knock it out of the park.
Yeah, okay, maybe, all right.
So, I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's like, what can you get for the person that has everything?
Oh, what could you?
And I just don't want it to suck. And you've already ingrained it in me that I'm not good at gifts.
Oh yeah, no, it's only going to disappoint me if you get them a good gift because it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You are not a good gift giver.
I'm a good friend though.
Yeah.
I'm a good time.
You're a good time for sure. Oh, for those out there that wanted to know about the device, it's crazy. Since I have it, I felt like I just keep waiting for the swelling to go down. And it really occurred to me this week that the swelling's just not going to go down.
Because it's not swelling.
Yeah, it's the
cord.
It's the cord and the actual device. Like I got a thing in me. It's weird as hell.
Okay, but let's play an April Fool's joke on somebody.
There's no, yeah, fucking midnight. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my God, they're coming to your house now. They're gonna burn it down.
No. Okay, how about this?
Yeah. Just send someone like 50 pizzas right now. I just sent them a bunch of shit.
Is it
Sorry,
like
I was
Little
trying
Caesars?
I was trying to get it in before midnight. I was trying to get my dickish move. It's always good on a pod.
Went to an Easter egg hunt today.
What?
I went to an Easter egg hunt today.
Oh, that's right. You did go to an Easter egg hunt today. How was
Speaking
Did
of
he suck?
spending your money, you got to work on that guy.
He
He couldn't throw.
He couldn't throw.
There were all these games, like carnival games.
Yeah.
And he was like, put this here.
Yeah.
Like land here.
Yeah, man.
And like the parents were like,
Wow,
what does Tommy think is going to happen if he doesn't practice with him?
Well, that's nothing to do with practice. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. And I ain't making him do
I
it.
have never seen you practicing with him.
I tried. That's nonsense.
Really?
That's nonsense.
It is?
Yes. That's
Aw.
ridiculous.
Really? You don't practice catch?
But he
And
doesn't
throwing?
he doesn't want to do it. And I'm not going to make him do it. I'm not going to. Someone who doesn't want to catch when they play catch, there's a lot of balls off their face. that's the end result of what's going down in catch. If you don't have two willing participants, one of them's just going to get hit in the face a lot with the ball.
Well, my mom and I went to Megan Weaver's house, and my mom was so fun. She cooked and kibitzed. So, like me, if you tell me to cook, I can cook. If you tell me to talk, I can talk. Cook and talk at the
No
same time?
shot.
No fucking way.
No shot.
She was so good at it.
Okay.
And Megan's house is beautiful. She has this ginormous back lot, full on dead ass killer views.
That's the house you ran away from me from when we walked in the house last Christmas, and I said, don't leave me. And you said, yeah, no, I'm not going to leave you. And then you left.
No, that's Leah Black from Real Housewives of Miami.
Oh.
This is Megan Weaver's house.
Oh.
That's Jeff Lewis's. Like
Guma?
some people
Guma?
say, no. What is Gumba?
Guma.
Guma.
That's a side piece.
Well, yeah, that's his side piece.
his side
But
piece?
she's also her own person.
Okay.
She has a husband. She has two beautiful children.
Oh.
She just kind of like doesn't have a title. So people just like know her publicly as Jeff Lewis's best girl.
Okay.
And her house is gorgeous. And Megan was like, your mom knew that this painting was from Space Odyssey, and she knew all the Bowies, and she knew the albums, and she knew the movies that the photos of Bowie belonged to, like The Hunger or whatever, and like she was really impressed
She
by
was like,
Vida.
wow, MJ, you don't know shit. How does your mother know all this stuff?
Megan doesn't expect me not to know who David Bowie is, but she
yeah.
probably just doesn't think that my immigrant mother is going to know.
That's the stuff that's right up Darth Vida's alley.
Yeah, pop culture.
Yeah.
History,
Celebrities.
music. But she's good at politics. She's good at pop culture.
Yeah.
She's good at film, history. She's good at a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She knows how to type, not like you. The
The
amount of time that you spend on that computer,
man.
I always walk away going like, the poor damn thing, like how do you say it? Like poor boy.
Yeah.
Wish that motherfucker could have learned how to type.
Yeah, it's like two left feet.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
Because when you type, like we all learned it in high school.
Yeah.
You were probably like in an alley somewhere and like stealing a car.
I definitely was not paying. I took typing, but I definitely didn't pay attention to typing.
You don't have to pay attention. You just put your fingers.
Yeah, but I was, cause I was up to mischief. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to teach you, or do you think it's too late?
No, I don't care enough. For a lot of it, I could use the voice, but the only problem is the voice sometimes doesn't
What are you,
understand.
an invalid? What do you have, arthritis?
What do you mean? It's great.
What do you?
It's new technology. You're not going to take advantage of it.
I'm just
You're
saying.
not taking advantage of your cell phone.
You
You're
use-
throwing it. You want to use a rotary?
You use your keyboard with your index fingers. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So it's better for me to just use the fucking voice. Where
But
you could talk to it.
But you still use your index finger.
Yeah.
Why don't you just teach yourself how to type
I'm
professionally?
Good. I'm good. Professionally.
Like-
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I want you to commit to, we're going to have pizza, Greek salad, chicken wings.
Just as long as there's none of that green shit. That green
No Persian food
shit.
this year, but we'll do some kebab wraps and you make it. So it won't be green. And the backyard, who's going to help me?
I don't fucking know. I am not. I am not. That is a huge thing. Isn't your cousin Zeba coming?
Guest list. Who's the guest list going to be?
Sting. I do want to see if he's going to come.
Okay. And Trudy?
Yes.
Okay. Nini's going to come.
Kate and Allie.
By the way, Pia is out of town.
Oh.
Sienna is out of town.
Oh, man. That's not even going to be worth it.
Because it's Coachella
We
weekend.
should cancel it.
I'm not going to be here either.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm surprised. This is like a big deal. The fact you don't even care. Is that why Albert's really coming?
No, he's not going to Coachella.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Jesse.
All grows up. The whole little cruise all grows up.
Yeah.
Except for Jesse and...
No, they're not going.
they're not going either.
Okay, so we get Jesse, Sammy, Marissa, Allegra. Who else?
That's it, man.
August friends. I mean, Shams's friends. Shams's friends
Well,
list.
it's his party. So
It's
should,
eight.
That
It's
should
eight.
be who you primary
Shams's
people
friends are 8 people. I wrote them down. Okay.
are. Great.
So it's 5 guys, 3 girls. That's his friend group. Their parents, that means 16. So
Well, it's kind of your friend group, too. Let's not get nuts.
it's Shams's friends from school.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the only people that I hang out with, and do you think that they hang out with me because of me or because our kids like each other?
You guys all hang out with each other because you like each other.
No. Ask Cashel when you see her. She's
will.
not going to like me.
Yeah, she's like that. Cunt.
I'm annoying.
Yeah, you preach it to the choir. kid.
Okay. So the parents are 16 people. Their children are 8.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Quite
So
the soiree.
So that's going to be plus our friends and cousins. Hopefully all my 3 girl cousins. Tomorrow we're going to a birthday party. Yes, we are. It's my cousin's birthday party.
What does that mean?
That means that what time is the Met game on?
10.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to a birthday party around 3:30.
Oh. Then
And we're
then
going to
we'll
be on
all
time.
right.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't,
the
don't
next
talk to me
exit.
about being on time, bro. I guarantee you we
You
won't be on
lag
time.
when it's your thing, you're on time. When it's my thing, you wait until it's like 6 hours too late.
Trust me, we are never waiting on me. Those words are never happening. That we're waiting on me.
No, we're not waiting on you. You
Yeah.
just don't get ready and you just don't rally. Like we never,
I'm ready in 5 minutes.
Yes.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
you really are.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not ready, and then you pass it on to me like I'm somehow responsible to get you ready to go do shit that you want to do that I don't.
Should I invite Nikki G, who lost her husband the other day? Probably.
Me. Hopefully, we'll find them at the party.
Do you want to have Jessica Darpino?
Yeah, sure. We'll fly her in. We'll fly her in for the day. Absolutely. That'll be fun. But then she got to get the fuck out at midnight. That's it. That's it.
Who is your dream guest for Shams' birthday? Like Spider-Man,
OJ.
Mr. Rogers.
Regale us of stories from the gridiron juice
What's gridiron?
for the football field.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us some football stories.
We're
Juice.
not getting any like superheroes. That's so lame.
Okay. You're right. Blippi's better.
Blippi was a hit.
Oh, Blippi was a hit, right?
At this point, the fire truck is a repeat, so we're not.
Oh, we're not
gonna
fucking
bother.
repeating. That's right.
Are you gonna invite Clark?
Maybe we'll get the SWAT. Maybe we'll SWAT. We get the SWAT team to come.
Are you gonna invite Clark?
Probably.
Okay, and who else? Sean?
No.
Okay.
Nope. He's too far.
Okay.
But it makes sense for him to come down here for that.
So, any other friends? Joe Gritto?
No. I'm just gonna defer to your.
Then Paco. Just don't tell him to bring a fire truck.
Yeah, don't tell him to bring a fire engine.
Just because it's rude.
Leave your fire engine at home, Paco.
It's rude.
Yeah,
and that's not
totally.
why we want him.
Yeah, totally.
I like his girlfriend.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So we're going to keep it really small. Just Jesse and Nick, who don't get along and talk.
Oh, that's great.
And Nene and just a family little hang. Oh, Shervin. Fuck.
Oh, that's right.
Shervin. All right.
He's going to buy him another car. He buys him a car every year.
They don't fit
He buys him a
in
car
those
every
cars
year.
anymore.
This year's going to get him one of those NetJet cards.
What kind of a cake should we get? Should we do like a race car theme or what? I'm not doing a superhero theme. It's too corny.
Okay.
What kind of a cake should I get him?
I don't know. One of those porn cakes, with a penis, the big penis he can have. You ever see,
How does your brain function to make sexual jokes around your son's birthday party?
I don't know, man. You're right. That is pretty fucking twisted up. I didn't even think of that. I just thought it'd be hilarious. Or two boobs. That's better than a Superman cake.
I did read.
That's better than a Superman cake.
I did read this.
Uh-oh.
This kid was eating a bag of Doritos at a resort,
Okay.
and he jumped out of the pool, pulled his mom's tit out, and started breastfeeding at the age of 7.
Well, those things they are spicy. If they were the hot Cheetos, were they the hot ones? 'Cause those get spicy.
That's funny.
And then the milk.
That's funny.
The milk will,
Well, that's funny.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do everything. I'm going to choose a theme with Cousin Zeba. We'll do paper plates, those recyclable brown ones or whatever. And I will definitely need like a gardener to help since you're not going to help.
Sorry for him. I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, stay tuned, guys. I mean, look, definitely try to comment if you can at the end of this episode. And if you want to do some FaceTime. Oh, and if you are loving the Lady Centrics, go to the Patreon for the Lady Centrics. And we are going to continue to kiki when we see you next week.
And it's the first of the month. If you guys want to send some
Am I
books.
getting my period?
No,
First of the month?
I think you're all right.
Placenta creta?
Yeah.
When you almost died, bleeding?
You hear that, fans? Yeah, so if you guys want to, get some books, I've updated the list. I appreciate you guys as always. That's the news, and we are out of here.